Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. I'm just saying show. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. Welcome to all of my friends and bennies. I'm just saying show.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Dr. Tennille Thomas, your host of I'm Just Saying Live, or at IJS Live on Instagram. And I am super happy to be in front of you today. We're definitely going to take time in this little rainy season we got going on to catch up with the crew, because I think a lot of you guys don't really know all the things that we have going on. So I wanted to make sure that we include that in today's show. But it looks like I may be missing one of my little partners. I don't know what's up. We're going to figure it out. We're going to see what's going on. But until then, guess what? We're going to hold it down with my partner for life, Mr. Call Me In.
We gonna hold it down.
Oh, my.
The South gonna hold it down.
That's what you're going to do?
Yeah, we South. Houston,
Okay.
Texas, baby. Y'all know what time it is. Go Astros. The South gonna hold it down.
Well, I guess we're holding it down
I guess
today.
I'm IT.
Oh, my God. You get on my nerves. Ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm Just Saying Live, and welcome. I need you to invite all your friends and family, because we are definitely about to get talking. Now, we know what we have going on. I thought we was going to be enlightening Tucker, enlightening the people. Easter just passed. We want to start with that, ladies and gentlemen. We had an absolutely wonderful weekend. You want to tell them a little bit about our weekend?
We went to the trail ride, y'all.
Okay, we went to go see 290 off of Hempstead. Thank y'all so much. I saw everybody's pictures from the event. It looked like everybody had a good time.
Everybody came up.
Everybody came out.
It was packed.
It wasn't that packed.
Yes, it was.
It was packed, but it wasn't packed like
You
that. It wasn't jam-packed.
You seen all them party wagons out there?
Oh,
Double-decker party wagons. They was up there doing the Tootsie Roll and the butterfly.
That's what that was doing. Not the butterfly.
Working them Megan knees.
Oh my God. I'm gonna try to make sure that we get some people on here, because we know that we haven't been on in a little while, but it's because I always want to present y'all with good stuff. So,
Everybody, we're here.
yeah, we are. Definitely check in. So we also had AUA's Family Fun Run.
Oh my
We
God.
haven't been on since all of this.
Woo.
Fun Run was absolutely amazing. You
Yeah,
didn't even talk about Easter. All you talked about was the trail ride.
Oh,
so I can tell what you really had fun doing.
We took the grandkids out to Easter. Well, we went to the trail ride.
We took them
Saturday.
into Easter. We took them out to the trail ride. Now Anthony has 6 grandkids. We had 5 of them. It's an I'm just saying moment,
okay.
It is, that's where people be saying, damn,
by my eldest. Man, that boy started spitting them out like rabbits. I'm talking about back to back.
Now you telling business. That's what you doing, is telling business.
He had an assault rifle. AR-15.
We're not talking about
Okay.
that. But anyway, we had a really great time. Everybody got their Easter baskets, and we ate some good food and had a good time. Hey, Jalen, how you
The
doing?
food was good. What's up, J-Dog?
Over there looking like a bear.
We got one of our friends over here. J-Dog, come say hi to the people.
This man said, I smell food. I'm done. I cook every day.
One of our good friends, good driver. It's J-Dog in the flesh. Don't even look like Mo 3. That Mo 3, y'all.
Saying that. You get on my nerves. Listen. So yes, we just really wanted to catch up on that. I'm still healthy. If anybody was wondering, Anthony seems healthy, even if he's not.
I got that Santa Claus in the summer.
But yeah, it's doing the most. Is it not? Now, one of the other things we also had the after party, which was my Boots and Bubbly, and I know that y'all saw a reel from it. Tennille Thomas Day. We celebrated it in good old Tennille Thomas fashion. I love a good house party, okay?
And we had a DJ.
We did have a DJ, but let me say this. We also had something that everybody has been talking about. Added to the stage. Today's drink, because I like to put a drink at the beginning of the show, because we're supposed to be sipping on these Wednesdays since it's hump day, and we know that you guys need a little break from the week already. The Ninja slushy machine that everybody has been talking about it, that keeps being sold out at Walmart. We got one for the party. It went down. So today we're going to show you just how well the slushy machine works. As you can see, we have the Ninja here, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got some juice. Let me tell you about this machine. Let me tell you a little bit about it.
Simple.
This machine freezes in it anything pretty quick. So we're going to give you an example today right here on the show, just how easy it is to make you a slushie, make a frozen drink for your kid, make some margaritas for you and your friends to have a little kickback, because I think everybody here likes the machine. So Anthony, I am going to put some light over there on you, and I'm going to let you fill her up. Show people just how easy it is. We're going to flip this.
You want me to fill up?
Boy, if you don't get on and get right, get your life right. Go ahead. Fill her up. He's got some juice here. Members mark. We're gonna make that bigger. We're gonna remove this. There we go. Now it does have a minimum fill line and a max fill line. We're just gonna go ahead and max it out because every time we put some juice into the machine, it just, you didn't even plug the machine up, baby.
Well, I plug it up.
You gotta talk to the people.
As you can see, we have the brand from Sam's.
It's not no good sales technique.
I'm not selling that for Sam's.
That's basically what you just did. You gave them some. You gave up some. We're gonna put Spike slushy.
They have Vanna White. Now they got Anthony Black.
Now, I know y'all can hear that, and hopefully it doesn't bother us too much. I didn't realize until now. Boy, if you don't be quiet, our little dog is doing the most. Okay. So we're gonna let that run for about 15 minutes, and you're gonna see, ladies and gentlemen, that thing is gonna slush up real quick, and we're gonna put some alcohol in, and we're gonna put our little drink in there for today.
Be quiet.
You about to get in trouble. Go get in your cage.
Interrupting my show like that.
I know. I don't know what he was thinking.
Call me underscore. Don't play that.
Oh, homie, don't play that.
Don't play that.
Ant, don't play that. We need to do a whole segment on that, and you just whack people in the head with a sock like you.
They go to jail, huh?
No, not if you don't kill them.
Knock the fire.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we have the machine going. We're super excited for y'all to see, because everybody needs to know that the thing be working. Okay. Now on this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm always talking about the hottest events in the city. One of the hottest events in the city this weekend is going to be a mission to save Black men's lives. Okay, it starts at 7 a.m. in the morning. I need y'all to get your Black men out there so that they can get these free screenings and testings and different things that are going to be going on out there, and learning how to properly take care of themselves. I suggested to Anthony that this be a trip for him and the boys, so that they can learn and become those type of guys that take care of their health, not only mental health but physical health.
Yeah, because most Black men, they don't want to go to the doctor. They don't want to have a physical health check, a mental health check, let alone a spiritual health check. So I think this would be a good idea for all, not just Black men, but men in general, but specifically the Blacks, because Black men are not taught to go to the hospital, so, or have regular checkups.
We're not going to say that anymore. That is a thing of the past. I feel like. I'm not saying that the numbers have increased drastically, but what I am going to say is that I feel like
y'all get out there and get checked out.
They need to get checked. They have been going to the doctor. That's why people have been getting revealed with more cancers and things of that nature. Everybody's saying, I don't remember in the past where cancer was such a big thing and people were so young and catching cancer and this, that, and the other. And it's because it was not diagnosed. Now it is becoming a thing that's more easily diagnosed. That's how I feel about it.
Get your blood pressure checked, get your blood checked. What my dad say, know your blood count.
Now, I had saved and reserved a space for us to be able to talk about the Rockets, okay? Because you know that our other big topic when it comes to entertainment news today is another sports person. We're going to save him for later, but right now, go ahead, give us a little bit of information on, as a Houstonian, how you feel about the Rockets' performance here in the playoffs.
If they play ball instead of just playing ball, we'll be okay. But right now we down. Golden State is up 1-0 to the Rockets. The Rockets playing a little bit. Prayerfully, we'll be able to come out, win the night tied up, and then looking for the Rockets to seal the deal because, you got number 1 seed playing the number 6 seed. And Golden State got that light-skinned boy over there shooting from the parking lot. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Steph Curry. They act like they don't want to hold him, but now they got to play defense. They got to play ball, and they got to box out. The Rockets have not been boxing out offense nor on defense. So, play ball, guys. We want to see y'all. We want to see y'all win a championship. We haven't had a championship down in the city.
True. Do you think
Elijah won.
after how they have been exhibiting, I know everybody had really high hopes going into this. Do you feel like they were ready for it?
This young team,
Do you think it's a bit of young folk jitters or newbie?
lack of experience, I say.
That's what you think it is? Okay.
Yeah, because Steph Curry been there a woman. Then when you got these young players on the Rockets lineup, they making what we consider childish, foolish mistakes.
Right. Okay. I did say that. Remember,
Yeah.
I
You're not boxing out.
said that.
You see the ball on the rim bouncing around. Why you not sitting here boxing your man out looking for that ball? It's fundamental basketball.
Yeah.
They forgetting the basics. So if they go back to the basics, and I blame a lot on the coach sometimes for not yelling or get caught on the timeout. But outside of that, we stand a great chance. Just play ball. Let's go. H-Town.
H-Town, stand up. Okay, there was something else in the news that you wanted to talk about. Do you remember?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, we're gonna skip right on to Mr. Shannon Sharp because I got a lot to
Who?
say. Shannon Sharp,
Mm.
accused of sexual assault, battery in $50 million civil lawsuit. I believe it has gone up to $100 million now after revealing a few more text messages from Shannon Sharp.
How's it called? Battery.
He beat up,
What?
abused her.
I didn't know all that.
Okay, so here's the thing that everybody's been talking about. Shannon Sharp fell for a thirst trap. Let's just say, call it what it is. It was a thirst trap. She was only 19 years old when they started their relationship. He was 30 years older than her at the time of the relationship. Yeah, exactly. My thing is, you have been around the league, in the league. You've seen so many people go down behind things of this nature.
Mm-hmm.
So many people. How could, at what now seems the prime of your career, because you stepped outside of the sports, you were actually, a prominent podcast host in the Black community, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Can we afford to lose Shannon Sharp? At this point, he's the only one out there really revealing things when it comes to stars and all of this kind of stuff.
What's the name of his show with not Sipping with Shannon? What is it called? The Shay Show? Or what is it called?
What's his rule? Whatever.
The Shay
it is.
Rule?
Yeah. He should definitely know better. Patrick, thank you so much for that. I'm going to say
Mr.
this.
Bourgeois.
What's up? Listen, put your comments over to the side. Tell us what you think about what went on. Like, what had to be his mindset? Where did he meet this girl? Because all I can
At the
say,
strip club?
no, I don't even think he met her at the strip club. I think he went to her OnlyFans page, paid him a little change, and started liking what he was seeing and tried to keep it going. She has an OnlyFans, of course she's on Instagram and all those things, but where do young women like this go and run into a man that much older than them?
You just said it. What was it called? Back
Because
page,
the club-
OnlyFans?
The club is not it.
Oh, she can't.
I know
even,
you're not
she can't even
going-
be stripping. She's 19.
I know that there are certain clubs in certain areas where people can meet rich men. They can be sugar mamas or sugar babies if they want to be.
Sugar babies.
Yeah. They got the little website for the women who want men with a little skrilla.
I used to like that candy, but I don't like the way you said the word.
Sugar daddy.
No, sugar baby.
Sugar baby.
Yeah, you
Oh,
remember
that's
the
right.
candy?
Yeah, I remember the candy now that you say that. He should have avoided this at all costs. There are plenty women who are of age that wanted to mess with him. I know she's legal, but this just made absolutely no sense.
Okay, first let's
And don't get me wrong, I know that young women can be manipulative. Maybe she manipulated him.
Is he married?
No,
Oh, I'm just asking.
no,
But
he's not married.
let's just say,
He can do what he wants as far as who he sleeps with until you hear the text message.
and I'm not. Women probably not gonna get why men do certain things because men don't know why they do certain things. They just do certain things.
I'm glad some man admitted that.
I said some things.
Yeah.
He
Anyway,
got-
keep going.
He got lost in the sauce.
He got lost in the sauce. That sounds very real and true right now because this makes absolutely no sense. He's about to have to dip off into the funds at maybe at like $100 and something thousand. They're saying
To pay out or
to pay her off because to pay out. That's what the lawsuit is for. She has a prominent attorney who has already fought several cases like this, so she know what she's doing. Somebody to put on game.
Oh, this is a setup.
And she asked him to stop during intercourse. And that's what she's suing him for because he did not stop.
Oh, so like date rape.
Yes. They had been dating for 2 years. Y'all, I need your comments today. I don't know what's going on, but I need your comments today.
They've been
Dating for 2 years. And she says that this happened during the first year, but she kept kind of going back on and off. He was manipulating her, playing mind games with her. And then during this occurrence, the text messages now say that she reprimanded him and said, hey, I asked you not to do it back there, and you did it anyway.
Back there.
Yes, back there.
Oh, he looking for the back door.
He did the back door. Many people have had these rumors that Shannon Sharpe is gay as well. So that would go right to the
But
it would just follow right along the lines of everything that everyone has been saying about him. But I just feel like this was sheer stupidity. I can't describe it any other way. I feel like it probably was a trap from the very beginning. I hate to say that about people. But it is what it is.
let's read this comment right here we got from Mr. Bourgeois said
This one.
this one.
No.
This one.
Lord Jesus, you don't need to touch the computer. She was building a case.
Well, you just said she was, what they call it? Not thirst trapping, but, well, anyway, how does a 19-year-old turn you on? I don't get it. I mean, her conversation, what is she going to talk about? You 53, 50,
She's going to talk about how fine you are and how sexy your leg is.
Oh, for being an older guy, you look good to be dark-skinned and all this, and you's a millionaire. And that turns you on?
Now, this is also the woman who told him she wanted a big black baby.
Oh yeah, she
yeah, that part.
She doing like they say the white girls do to the college students, trying to put a baby in them or get a baby put in them before they go to the league. Well, anyway, I can't see a 19-year-old girl turning me on like that.
Well, I mean, she's pretty sexy. I saw some of her pictures.
But when she opened her mouth, what is she gonna say?
She's gonna sound like a 19-year-old.
Yeah,
that is
like
what
a
that
kid.
is. Right.
What's interesting about that?
Some people like that. Oh, y'all, I gotta show y'all, update y'all on this ninja over here. It is working. I don't know if you can see I don't know if you guys can see the fluff. I'm gonna try to move that so you can see it. Look at that slush already. It hasn't even been 15 minutes. I'm so excited about that. We were planning to do a short show, but I had some things that I wanted to talk about. So Shannon Sharpe was definitely one of them because it was just stupid. It just don't make any sense to me.
What if it was reversed and it was a woman
doing it with a young man?
Yeah,
I would still think it was stupidity. If you wind up coming off a check like this, it's nothing but stupidity.
but it was until he got caught. It was fun and games.
No, he probably was manipulating her and having a little fun and taking the pretty little thing certain places and having a really good time. He was trying to build a relationship. But let's not act like men don't get in situations where they manipulate younger women. There are several men, lots of men out there who like to date younger women because they can tell them what to do. And he was feeling like he was in one of those situations.
I'm gonna start telling you what to do then.
Boy,
Young
you've been
woman.
trying to run me. I don't know what you're talking about. And
Get
it's
that
time for our affirmation of the day.
Well, my girl said, get that whip and tame that horse.
Oh, the highest of distinctions is service to others. Do you believe in that?
What?
She was trying to serve old Shannon Sharp and she got the 1-2 punch and dug in her booty. Poor thing. I feel bad. I really do. After saying it like that, I feel horrible. I'm just saying. She was trying to get a check. And she got something for it. Ladies, be careful. Gentlemen, be careful. You never know what you're gonna get.
And nigga
Out there trying to man, that's bad, you know.
What Byron say? Chat a little cootie up.
Oh my God. Don't put that on Byron. That's probably what you be saying.
No.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I could not wait for the real take today because I think that we're going to have an absolutely different opinion on the movie Sinners. We're going to talk about it. The real take today is going to be on the movie Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan. I wanted to talk about this.
Good job, Mike.
He did an excellent job.
Smoke and Stack.
Yes, acting as twins. Y'all know that we are partial to twins. We absolutely love twins. Okay. It just amazes us how people can be so much alike, raised in the same environment, all of these different
look alike and everything.
Everything, but act completely different.
Like
and that's what
day.
went on in this show. Now, they were very much entrepreneurs who had liberated themselves. So I'm glad that I wore this shirt today. But it's just crazy how twins can be so different. Now, I wanted to talk about this movie, not only because, you know, there was so much hoopla surrounding. I think we're ready. We got our cups. Let's see. I wanted to talk about it because not only did it have a little bit of biblical reference in there, it did also have the spiritual things going on, and we were super excited to see it. But then they put some stuff in there that was really weird, some cinematography that I just couldn't get down with.
Turn it up.
You can turn it down. Some cinematography that I couldn't get down with. And I'm sorry to spoil the movie for you in certain parts. It is a vampire movie, which I love vampire movies. Like, I'm catching all of them. Everything that comes out, I want to see somebody getting their blood sucked. Fangs coming out. We had all of that going on in the movie. We had a phenomenal black cast in this movie. It was great. I thought all those pieces were absolutely amazing. Could they have done better with the storyline? Yes. You know, when our main characters had to be in love with somebody who was, you know, they couldn't tell if she was white or black and all of this kind of stuff. I think we could have gone a lot further with the storyline. But some people were telling me after I said that I didn't care for the movie, like I would not have given it 2 thumbs up, that, well, you got to understand where it was coming from in a biblical sense, having to be invited in and doing all these things. I get all those things. The movie in itself, what do you mean what's biblical about
What's biblical about you inviting the devil in?
Well, you kind of have to invite the devil into your soul. You have to invite Jesus into your spirit.
Okay.
So that the devil cannot consume you. That's what people who read the Bible believe. You cannot be demon possessed if you are saved.
That they's good. Put a little alcohol in, they better. But I can't drink no more.
So I understand all of that. I get all of that. I saw all of those little bitty innuendos that reference not only the Bible, but other things that we've seen in the past when it comes to vampires. But I'm going to just say this. It just was, the movie was very blah, wah, wah, and wah.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
1, not 2.
Well, you know what? I need to give it 2 because it was 2. Somebody else gave it a thumbs up. But the twins, man, hey, Mike did his thing with the twins. I just love that.
I did really like that.
That was real
but
good.
But the movie.
The plot.
The plot.
Them white folks. Man, you come around my door
And they
playing
were,
a damn
and then they said
banjo.
they were clan members and all of this kind of stuff. And they came with just the 3 because they knew they could take them. There was a lot to it. So I'm gonna say this: you definitely have to watch it. We want you to support the movie, but if you're going there looking for a star-studded thriller slasher movie that's gonna stay at the top of your list for a long time, this is definitely not it. But thank you, Michael B. Jordan. You had your muscles out. You did your thing.
Yeah, his muscles up.
He did.
That's
Remember
why
when he was fighting?
That's why his chest was like, he had that curve in the chest.
Yeah, so you get a little bit of action too as well. So we're excited to tell y'all to go and support the. You got your, you trying to put your muscles out too?
Oh damn, they don't even move no more.
I cannot with you. You just get on my nerves. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It is time for Tennille's touchy subjects.
What?
It is. We're gonna drink our drinks. Cheers. And we're gonna get a little touchy. How about that? So let me get over here.
I need a spoon.
Because this is crazy. Okay. It's gonna go real quick. I knew it was gonna be short. Let me make sure I can pull it up. Anything else you wanted to talk to the people about? You want to talk about your president? You want to talk about what you want to do today?
My president? With the tariffs? Y'all keep up the good job. Keep J&T out here rolling.
Is that what they're doing? Keeping us rolling? Okay.
You see, the other trucks not out there rolling. Who rolling? Us.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm talking about. You know it.
Let's hope it still keeps going.
And J&T got a hell of a team with them. Appreciate you, Mr. Richard Nolan.
We giving shout outs.
Yeah.
I know you lied.
Jalen McKinney.
Oh my God.
Oh, Peanut.
Somebody's gonna go run all those records and be like, Lord Jesus, I would never hire it. No, I'm playing. I did also want to announce that this year, for the very first time, Annual Underwear Affair will be a vendor at the Texas Black Expo, the largest Southern expo for Black businesses. So we are really excited about that. Make sure you stop by our booth if you are planning to attend. And if you're not planning to attend, change your plans, come on out. They got lots of really great events going on. Discovery Green gonna be popping. They having some concerts and things of that nature and some networking events. So if you got a business, you about to start a business, you trying to figure your business out, however you need to have it done, make sure you come out to the Texas Black Expo. That's what they're all about. They do also have a podcast that you can listen to and learn how to finagle your money when it comes to your business. So that part. Let's get on with the touchy subject. Let me make sure I got
Say
it.
Southern again.
Southern.
I like how you say Southern.
Excuse me.
Southern girl.
I think. Okay, y'all. This is short, sweet, and to the point, but I thought it was something worthy of talking about because we want to know if this is something that other people are kind of dealing with. Dear Tennille, my boo says he's upset because I'm messing up all his sheets. How do I tell him that I seem wetter because I'm used to messing with a man with a larger piece? Okay, I don't know if y'all heard that. She's saying he ain't filling it up, but she's producing moisture for a larger size penis than what he has. And he, with his punk butt, is complaining about the sheets being wet. I don't think any man out there complains about wet sheets. I thought that that's what men liked. I'm a woman, you a man. Is that not what men like? Is that not something you should be happy about?
Wet.
I mean, they make songs about this.
What's wrong with wet? Wet it up.
Oh, he got to wash his sheets, clearly. Maybe he don't like going to maybe he don't have a washer and dryer at the house. Maybe he got a laundromat.
He a sucker.
Maybe he got another girlfriend.
He a sucker.
Because I got to take this further than that. I would suggest
right.
that he has somebody else who's going to be coming over there, maybe helping him wash those sheets, maybe whatever. He got somebody else coming through, and you can't keep messing up his stuff.
No, he just immature. He just immature. Do he know he not filling the gap?
That's clearly not. If he's complaining about the sheets, maybe he does. Maybe he not feeling like he hitting nothing.
Yeah, he don't
and
know.
He's trying to find a way to blame it on something else and say, hey, I really don't even want her coming over here no more.
Is she a
because
big
the
girl?
wall's not touching.
She a big girl?
I don't know if she big or small. Does
That's
that
what
make
she-
a difference?
That's what she a big girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, does it make a difference? Because I hear that, you know,
Big
the
girls are
juicy
juicier,
girl. Yeah, I heard that.
and little girls are juicy too.
Mm.
Ski.
But nobody knows. Nobody knows that. Okay. Yeah, people know that. Lots of people like thin women.
Mm.
But they say, you know, big girls got that wet.
Mm.
So maybe she is a big girl. Maybe she's making a mess.
Maybe she.
But
just wet.
she believes it's because she's used to. And I could see a body being used to producing a certain amount of fluid to keep the sexual activity
But
going.
I don't think it has nothing to do with the size.
It has to do with the excitement.
Yes, I don't think it has to do with the size. She
Once
don't
it's
know.
once it's open and everything can just fall out of there, it might have something. Exactly. It might have something to do with it.
No, it just getting it's worked up. It's getting excited, like you say. So it's getting prepared for what's yet to come.
Correct.
So,
And then he's not footing the bill.
He not getting in that A gap.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, put your comments. Please put your comments so we can see.
So, in the meantime,
In between
you
time.
need to see. She need to just tell him he ain't big enough, and then he need to tell her she too wet. So
Well,
they can
you
figure
can't.
out.
If she's enjoying the sex, she's not going to tell him that he's not big enough because then that's going to create problems in the relationship.
No, you need to be honest. If you ain't big enough, you ain't big enough.
You
So
know
why-
what?
why
I
do you-
have
why do
lately.
you-
I have really been trying to figure out just how much I value honesty.
Yeah. So you.
I
Just,
don't know if I think you should tell everybody everything.
So why are you with him? then?
It never works for me.
Why are you with him?
It don't work.
No, say why is she with him if she knew he can fill the gap?
She likes him. She might like him, and maybe it's good enough for her. And she knows that she was messing with somebody bigger before, so she's probably thinking her stuff didn't close up properly yet. She probably thinking it's gonna draw down.
If she made that statement, clearly somewhere along the line, either she's not satisfied or time to time she's not being satisfied. And that still comes up in her head that if it was bigger, I wouldn't be, so wet. And that's what I'm saying. Why is she with her?
Why is
Or
she
what-
with him?
Why exactly? They're not married, clearly.
Maybe that's all she can get.
They're not married.
Maybe that's all she can get. We don't know that they're not married. They didn't say that.
They said my boo
They
thing.
didn't say. Oh, my boo.
Right.
Sure did.
So not married. They
Not
say-
married.
Right. So, I know right now, today, we a lot of us,
I wish one
Test
of our
drive a car.
doctors or somebody would pop on and tell us if that is a real reason to get with her.
you just call your sex doctor.
Well, we didn't call today.
Oh,
I
we
was
should've
hoping
called,
somebody would have popped on here. Yeah.
You should have told me what to touch your subject. We got 2 we could have called.
Tucker was supposed to do the touchy subject. today.
What?
Yeah.
Reggie, where you at? Smoking Reggie?
He said he's working.
Oh.
Mhm. So, so here's my final thought on this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if it has to do with the size of the PP or not, but I think that a man should not be complaining about sheets if I'm giving him some.
Yeah, sucker.
Period.
Wet my sheets up. We just go wash them
I'm
every
not
night.
about to argue with you about your
Every day.
sheets. And most likely, if they're in a committed relationship and hanging out all the time, she probably the one washing the sheets anyway. Maybe he don't want to lay in a wet spot.
Put some plastic on the bed. Solve the problem.
Oh my God, not plastic.
Put plastic on top of the sheet. Mattress protector on
If
top
it's
of the
that
sheet.
bad.
Hey, you never know. She might rain like
Otherwise,
Godzilla.
the Thomases say wet it up.
wet.
we
The wetter the better.
don't think that would be a complaint
Yeah, slip and slide.
issue.
Have fun.
I don't know what to say.
He's
That's
a
that.
sucker.
He is a real sucker.
Yes. And,
And maybe she really likes him.
but he gonna tell her that? He gonna complain?
He did. He complained about the sheets. That's what it says. Something not right. It's something else.
Yeah, that one for to say. You need to figure out what his ulterior motive is, because talking about the sheets, that's not it.
That ain't it. Can't be it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was I'm Just Saying Live. We're gonna be quick. We're gonna be up out of here, and I'm good with that. What? You good?
He over there talking that nose, that wee.
He's got a weenus. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week right here on Hump Day or Wednesday with I'm Just Saying Live. Follow us at IJS Live for all the fun and antics that I post each and every day.
Check out her pictures on Instagram, Facebook for Tennille's Day.
You need to
AUA.
You need to check out some pictures. You need to post some pictures.
Call me _in. Gotcha.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. I'll holla.
Cheers.